Is Ohio State wide receiver Carnell Tate the next Justin Jefferson? The Ohio State wide receiver has officially declared for the 2026 NFL draft. And from an evaluation standpoint, he's firmly in the wide receiver one conversation. Now, this evaluation isn't being driven by his raw production or Ohio State's track record at the position. Tate is being viewed as a true top of the board receiver because the traits that translate at the NFL level consistently show up on his tape. Now, in this breakdown, I'm going to walk you through the key traits driving Carnell Tate's NFL draft evaluation and why his projection continues to trend upward. So the first trait that I like to examine when evaluating the wide receiver position is a receiver's ability to create separation and their reliability at the catch point. This is an area where Carnell Tate excels at an elite level. He's considered a very quarterback-friendly wide receiver because of his route running ability and how he creates natural separation. Now, the other key factor built into this is his arm length. Now, Tate, he is listed at 6'3", 190 pounds, which is what you want from a wide receiver. But the aspect that stands out the most is his overall arm length and that wingspan that you're going to hear a ton about during the NFL draft process, throughout the combine process and all of that. The physical side is obviously God-given. You can't teach wingspan, but when a player is as technically refined as Carnell Tate and you add in that height and the length to the skill set, that's where the Justin Jefferson comparisons start to come into the conversation. Now, I cut a few examples here that we can look at so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about in regards to that Jefferson comparison. Now, on this play, he's going to be in the slot to the top of the screen here. There's nobody getting hands on him initially here, so he's going to get free release. And he's going to just run past this linebacker here. And he's going to get past that first safety that's kind of sitting in the hole there in the middle. He's going to split both of those guys. Now, this safety to the far right side here is going to converge over top of Carnell Tate, or at least try to. But Carnell Tate, he's able to get over top of both of these safeties, and the ball is thrown perfectly. And he's just going to use that wingspan that we talked about to go up and get it and make a play on this football. Now, on this play, we're going to get an example of his ability to separate and get behind the defender quickly. And you'll see right here, double move, boom, boom. And it's just a real subtle head fake there. Easy touchdown for Carnell Tate, but the separation ability is there. Now, on this particular play, you're going to get a 2x2 look here. You're going to have Carnell Tate, he's the outside receiver here to the bottom of the screen. And what you're going to get here is a back shoulder fade to the pylon area over here. Julian saying great ball placement, understanding that his receiver has the advantage in terms of height and wingspan on this defensive back. And he's just going to place it right where it needs to be. And you're going to get a great example once again. This is a trait-based play right here that we want to look at. Also, it's a good example of the route running. I mean, he fades perfectly, but you're going to see the wingspan at play here by Carnell Tate. He's going to go up and get it. And once again, he is open for his quarterback, even when it doesn't look like he's that open in the first place. That leads to the next question. We talk about Carnell Tate being a reliable receiver. We talk about him being quarterback friendly. So how do we examine that through the data? Now, Tate finished the 2025 season with the 4th best PFF receiving grade. He was targeted 61 times and turned that into 51 total receptions for 875 yards and 9 total touchdowns, despite missing time with injury. That level of efficiency absolutely matters, especially when you are projecting translatable NFL traits. Now, the next aspect is his reliability as a pass catcher. Tate graded 4th in PFF drop grade in 2025. That's a strong indicator of his overall reliability. And then there's the contested catch aspect of the equation here. I think this part of his game is highly overlooked. Tate actually ranked 3rd nationally in contested catch rate at 86% in 2025. Now that's where the film and then the data line up perfectly. He wins in contested situations because his length and wingspan allow him to separate even when a defensive back is in his hip pocket. Now we talk about the Justin Jefferson comparison, but there's also an A.J. Green-like quality to the way he high points the ball and snags it cleanly. It's controlled, it's efficient, and it's extremely quarterback friendly. These are translatable traits, and they are a big reason why his evaluation continues to trend upward. Now, to be clear, this isn't saying that he is Justin Jefferson overall. It's about understanding the style of play and the archetype that he is as a player. Now, if you remember, Jefferson entered the league as a refined route runner with elite body control as well. He wasn't the fastest receiver in his class, but he was certainly one of the most dependable. The NFL simply underestimated how quickly that kind of profile would scale into what today's top wide receivers would evolve into. Now, Tate, he shares some of those same foundational traits, but add in the physical aspect with his length and wingspan, and you have the ingredients of a potential all-pro kind of player. That is why the Justin Jefferson comparison absolutely resonates. All right, so let me know your thoughts. What do you think of Carnell Tate? Do you see similarities to Justin Jefferson or even A.J. Green stylistically? Let me know in the comments section. Once again, I want to say thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more NFL draft content right here at Football Scout 365.